Are you stuck in Jalingo late at night? Need a safe and reliable ride fast? Introducing Supercab, Jalingo's trusted ride-hailing service from anywhere in the city. We will pick you up right at your doorstep. Book a ride in seconds, safe, fast and affordable. Visit www.supercab.com.ng or download the Supercab app today. Supercab, your ride, your way.
You're welcome to Sport Daily on Som TV. Sport Daily on Som TV is where you get your daily dose of the best of sports around the world. My name is Abraham Maina Joda. And today, it's a very, very clear day in Jalingo, Taraba State, where we are broadcasting live from. And we're going to look at some very, very interesting stories going on in the world of sports. We'll look at transfer. We'll look at what might call it the FIFA World Club Cup, the Club World Cup ongoing now, and we also look at the stories making the rounds. And also, you know, as usual, we ask the question of the day, where you have the opportunity to call in and tell us your answers to the question of the day, and also comment on some issues that has to do with sports and the stories we're sharing. So once again, welcome to Sport Daily on Som TV. Well, today let us start this day's program with transfer news across the world. I know football fans all over the world are watching the transfer market to see who is going out, who is coming in, what's the activity ongoing in the transfer market. Now, let us look at this Thursday morning transfer headlines across the world, especially in football. For today, Arsenal has agreed to pay Brentford an initial £10 million as the closing on midfielder Christian Nogard. That's the story from Arsenal Football Club, while Juventus of Italy wants to sign the player. Another story coming in says that Manchester United forward Marcus Rashford is not Barcelona's first choice target. Marcus Rashford, who was on loan last season, towards the second half of last season at Aston Villa, has been reported that is wanted by Barcelona. But the report here says that he is not their first choice. So let us keep our fingers crossed while we look at stories concerning the transfer of Marcus Rashford. So also from story from Manchester United, the remaining talks with Brentford over a deal for winger Bryan Mbeumo, the Cameroonian international, is one of the top targets for Manchester United. He's a right winger, and he scored a career high 20 goals in the league last season. He was one of the standout players in the Premier League last season, and a lot of clubs have inquired about him. Rumors are that Arsenal, Tottenham are some of the clubs that are looking out for Mbeumo. The Cameroonian international is a pacey forward and a very technically gifted player. So Manchester United, they remain in talks with Brentford for a deal for the winger. Now going to Chelsea, the Chelsea Football Club of London, who are popularly called the Blues. They are pressing ahead with a move to sign Jermaine Gittens from Borussia Dortmund after the German club turned down initial offer worth £42 million earlier this month. So the Borussia Dortmund earlier turned down £42 million offer for Gittens, who they feel is worth more than that. So Chelsea, they are pressing ahead with a move to sign him. You know, Chelsea Football Club, they're a club that when they set out to sign a player, they don't hold back the check. So let us see how this pans out with Jermaine Gittens. Chelsea will also sign at least one winger this weekend. Manchester United, Alexander Garnacho, and Lyon's Malik Fofana are targets. So Alexander Garnacho, the Argentine winger, is one of the players being targeted by Chelsea to bring into to London. Also, they have Lians Malik Fofana. So those are the two targets for Chelsea. Probably they will get one of those two players. Well, if you some of the opinion that Garnacho's experience in the Premier League will be an added advantage for him. So, also rumors has it that Jackson and Juventus and Napoli both want to sign Chelsea striker Nicholas Jackson, but it's not for sale at the moment. So, there's a no sale sign on Nicholas Jackson, although Juventus and Napoli bidding wants to sign him. And Milo Kerkez is said to be announced as Liverpool player after completing a medical ahead of £40 million Bournemouth move. So Milo Kerkez will soon be announced as a Liverpool player. So that is some of the major stories on the transfer market. Also, we have that Ederson confirmed Man City stay. Ederson said he's staying at Manchester City despite report linking with a move to Saudi Arabia. It says, well, that is the story on Manchester City goalkeeper. That is Manchester City goalkeeper Elder Ederson. So that is it for that. Let us move away from the transfer market again. Okay, well, let us take some more transfer stories. This is quite an interesting story that broke this week. That is that Arsenal's interest in Noni Madueke. Noni Madueke is a winger that plays for Chelsea Football Club of England. And the move by Arsenal to sign Noni Madueke, it's something that is beginning to make rounds in the news. While Arsenal is yet to officially add to their squad this summer, so it seems that there's a few deals in the work. But deals like this for Martin Zubimendi, Kepa Arrizabalaga looks to be close, with Mikel Arteta strengthening his squad ahead of the new season. Both Zubimendi and Kepa Arrizabalaga are reported to have been in London this week to complete formalities of a move to the Emirates Stadium. So far, there's no concrete movement in the search for a striker for Arsenal. Benjamin Sesko and Victor Gyökeres seems to be the main two targets. So that is that for Arsenal Football Club. While apart from the story that Nogard, they're about to complete a move for Brentford captain, that is Nogard. Also, we have this story about Tosin Adara Bioyo. He says on his way to victory over, his header set Chelsea on victory over ES Tunis in the World Club. The defender said he was delighted to get in. He went ahead before the goal. He went close to scoring before the goal when he rose eyes to skillfully stay on Enzo Fernandez's free kick inside the far post with the far halftime whistle approaching. That is Tosin Adara Bioyo. So he's the one that's clinched it for the Blues. And he was named the official player of the match for that match. Well, let's go to another story for the sports. Well, let's go to this story here. Okay, the story is still about, it's still about the transfer market. We still have the Arsenal, just like I said, have agreed with Brentford for the Brentford captain. So with that, we'll move to another story. Now let's move to the FIFA World Club Cup. And it's so sad that there's no African team in the round 16 as European Brazilian side dominate the World Club Cup. So African last hope, Mamelodi Sundowns, hopes of advancing the FIFA World Club Cup came to an end after a goalless draw against Brazil's Fluminense on Wednesday evening. So despite starting with the same lineup that lost to Borussia Dortmund, the Masandawana were unable to find a breakthrough they needed to progress. Meanwhile, from veteran defender Thiago Silva. So the South African champions began brightly with Tashik Matthew testing Fluminense keeper Fabio Elion. Just a moment later, Divine Onglunga effort also forced a sharp save. So as it stands, there are no African teams left in the Club World Cup. Meanwhile, all four Brazilian teams made it to the round of 16. And European teams have dominated the competition with 8 teams making it through. Others came from America and Asia. So this World Cup has top scorers in the World Cup. The Argentine winger has 3 goals to his name so far in the competition. The former Real Madrid and Paris Saint-Germain star scored a goal in Benfica's 2-2 draw against Boca Juniors in their first group game fixture. The 37-year-old also netted a brace in Benfica's 6-0 win against Auckland. Here are some of the top scorers at the FIFA World Cup 2025. So far, for 3 goals, we have Angel Di Maria, Jamal Musiala, Michael Olise, Wessam Abu Ali, and Kenal Yildiz. For 2 goals, we have Samu Ageowa, Leandro Berraro, Pablos Barrios, Jaman Batame, and Kingsley Coman. Those are the players with 2 goals in the tournament so far. So those are the stories coming out from the FIFA World Club Cup. So we're now in the round of 16. But before we do that, let us look at the matches played so far yesterday and look at the score lines. Okay, let me take it from the matches played from Monday. On Monday, Seattle Sounders played against PSG, and the PSG won Seattle Sounders by 2-0. That match was on Monday. While Atletico won a long goal against Botafogo. Atletico won, Botafogo 0. On Tuesday, Porto and Al Ahly play a 4-4 high-scoring 4-4 draw. For Porto 4, Al Ahly 4. Also on Tuesday, Inter Miami played a 2-2 draw with Palmeiras. So that was that for Tuesday. Also on Tuesday, Auckland City played a 1-1 draw with Boca Juniors. While on Tuesday, Benfica had a long goal win over Bayern Munich. Meanwhile, AS Tunis, the Tunisian club, one of the African representatives, lost by 3 goals to Chelsea Football Club of London. So that match was played yesterday. While LA Football Club played 1-1 draw with Flamengo yesterday. Borussia Dortmund also had a long goal victory over Ulsan. That match too was played yesterday, while Mamelodi and Fluminense play barren draw. So that is the scores for some of the scores for yesterday. Meanwhile, Urawa Reds of Korea had lost by 4 goals to Montreal. The match ended Urawa Red 0, Montreal 4. That match was played in the early hours of today. While for the early hours of today, Inter Milan won against River Plate by 2-0. The match was played in the early hours of today. Also today by 8 o'clock, Juventus will be playing Manchester City. That is going to be the battle between 2 European giants, Juventus and Manchester City. Also, we have in an Asian war, Wydad AC, which is going to play against Al Ain. So today by 8 o'clock. Also, Al Hilal of Saudi Arabia will be locking on with Pachuca. So that match will be tomorrow by 2 a.m. Meanwhile, also tomorrow by 2 a.m., RB Salzburg will be locking on with the European champion, former European, 14-time European champion, Real Madrid. That is that for the fixture so far. Meanwhile, let us look at the teams that have qualified for the round of 16 and their fixtures. The fixtures the matches for the round of 16 is going to start by Saturday. On Saturday, those that have already qualified and the fixtures that are already set. Palmeiras versus Botafogo. Benfica Chelsea. This match will be on Saturday. On Saturday, we have 2 matches, Palmeiras versus Botafogo and Benfica versus Chelsea. While on Sunday, we have PSG versus Inter Miami. Lionel Messi will be playing against his former teammate and his former club in PSG. That match is going to be on Sunday by 5 p.m. Then Flamengo will be locking arms with Bayern Munich of Germany. That match is also on Sunday. While on Monday, Inter Milan will be playing against Fluminense on Monday by 8 a.m. While we still have two matches to be decided, two set of matches to be decided on the FIFA World Club round of 16. Also on Monday, you have the Borussia Dortmund. On Wednesday, Borussia Dortmund will be playing against Montreal. So those are the fixtures for the FIFA Club World Cup. The finals of these, the quarterfinals fixtures will start by Friday, 4th July, 5th July, while the semi-finals will be played on Tuesday, 8 July, Wednesday, 9 July. Meanwhile, the final match will be played on 13 July. That's what we'll look out. So which two teams will emerge as finalists in this tournament? So that is what we can take on that FIFA World Club Cup. So now we'll go for a shorter break. When we come back, we'll go into another segment of the Sports Daily on Some TV. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Digital age, staying ahead of the curve is crucial for success. Turabo Business School is committed to empowering the next generation of leaders with the skills they need to thrive. We present to you our special computer training exclusively designed for SS3 and JSS3 graduates. Our comprehensive program covers a wide range of topics, including Microsoft Word, master the art of document creation and editing, unlock the power of data analysis and visualization, Microsoft Access, learn to manage and analyze database, Microsoft PowerPoint, create stunning presentations that captivate audiences, graphic design using CorelDRAW, unleash your creativity and design skills, Photoshop, enhance your image editing skills and create stunning visuals, programming using web design, build dynamic websites and web applications, database development, learn to design and manage databases, UI/UX design, create user-friendly and intuitive interfaces. At the Turabo Business School, we believe in creating world-class entrepreneurs and professionals. Our experienced instructors will guide you every step of the way, providing you with hands-on training and mentorship. Don't miss this opportunity to gain a competitive edge. Contact us today to learn more about our program and register for the next session. Call 080-6026-9140, 070-6342-8464, or 090-1010-8844 between 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Mondays to Fridays. Turabo Business School, creating world-class entrepreneurs and professionals. Join us today and unlock your full potential. Turabo Business School, opposite Civil Service Commission, Hamarua Way, Jalingo, Turabo State. Empower yourself with the skills of the future. Register now.
Welcome back to Sport Daily on Some TV. Sport Daily on Some TV is where we give you the daily dose of sport news across Nigeria. and across the world. Before we went to that break, we looked at transfer stories across the world, and we also looked at the FIFA Club World Cup. So now we're going to be coming to the local scene. I'll just look at some stories making the rounds about football players from Nigeria. So we're going to go. There's this story here that says WAFCON warm-up. Ghana fires warning shot at Nigeria with 4 goals in friendly win over Benin Republic. The Ghana female national team scored 4 goals against Benin Republic in a warm-up match. They warning to the Super Falcons that yes, they are prepared to fight for the title in the WAFCON. Also, we have stories here making the round. They said, I didn't sleep for 5 days. Aya star Akpom revealed how close he came to Saudi move. Chuba Akpom, a Nigerian-born player, said he couldn't sleep for 5 days based on the offer that made to him by Saudi club. He's an Ayas. He's a player that plays for Ayas Football Club. And also have this story. It is not normal. Former Galatasaray assistant coach accused Osimhen of dragging his feet. The coach is of the opinion that Victor Osimhen should join Galatasaray and his foot dragging, and it is not normal for him to drag his foot concerning issues like that. We also have the story about women are crazy about me. That is from Super Eagles goalkeeper Maduka Okoye, the fine boy. Maduka Okoye is being called a fine boy, and he said women are crazy about him. Well, the women are crazy about him. I just hope that he helps us to keep a clean sheet whenever we play, and then maybe there are more women will be crazy about him. So we should not allow this fine boy tag to make him lose concentration in his job. Let's go to us. Okay, Tosin Adarabioyo. It's not a bad return. He reflects on his 5th goal of the season after captaining Chelsea in Club World Cup. So Tosin Adarabioyo captained Chelsea to a victory in the Club World Cup. Now, Rangers star Desas faces transfer tug of war as final look to beat AEK to his signature. The Rangers star is facing transfer tug of war because we have final and AEK Athens are bidding for his signature. That is all. We have, so it is up for him to decide if he wants to be a Greek god or he wants to return to Feyenoord. He was once played for Feyenoord. So also, as Super Falcon coach, Boss Wardrum said to nurture for Nigerian talents as Pitbull. That is the story. Now, while Adama Bayelsa schools reach basketball semi-finals, that is for basketball. So that is just some of the stories that made the round in the sporting world about Nigeria. So that is what we can take on Sport Daily today from the local scene. And also the question I would like to throw forward, and tomorrow we'll be expecting you to call in to answer the question is, do you think the Super Eagles of Nigeria can still qualify for the World Cup? So that is the question we'll be throwing out to you. So tomorrow when we come for this program, you will call in to our number to give us do a short analysis of why you think Nigeria will qualify for the World Cup despite our position on the table right now. So that is all we can take on today's edition of Sports Daily. My name is Abraham Maina Joda. Have a sporty day.
Stuck in Jalingo late at night? Need a safe and reliable ride fast? Introducing Super Cab, Jalingo's trusted ride-hailing service from anywhere in the city. We will pick you up right at your doorstep. Book a ride in seconds. Safe, fast, and affordable. Visit www